I transformed this 3-drawer dresser, which I found on Facebook Marketplace for only $30, into a custom, one-of-a-kind piece. I began by removing the old drawer pulls and sanding the entire surface with a random orbital sander and a small oscillating sander for the corners. After dusting and wiping it clean, I applied a flexible adhesive trim between the drawers that I had purchased inexpensively. I then painted the dresser using a sprayer with Sherwin-Williams interior acrylic latex paint in the color Ivory Lace. To get creative on the sides of the drawers, I taped off the front edges and used sections of a lace tablecloth as a stencil. I lightly applied a pink spray paint over the lace, being careful not to let the paint bleed through. Because the pink was a bit too vivid, I toned it down by dry brushing the Ivory Lace paint over the top once the spray paint was dry, which gave it a beautiful vintage look. For the drawer faces, I used rub-on transfer furniture decals in a spring watercolor rose design, carefully smoothing them on with a scraper and peeling away the acetate backing. Finally, I swapped out the hardware for some gorgeous vintage-style pulls. Look at this transformation. It's feminine, sweet, and perfect for my she shed. This just goes to show you can create a gorgeous designer look without spending a fortune.
If you got an old piece of furniture that needs a fresh new look, I've got the perfect DIY project for you. Pick a patterned napkin that you love. There are so many gorgeous designs out there, so choose one that fits your style. Keep in mind the lighter napkins work best on light-colored furniture for best visibility. Next, you're going to cut the napkin to fit the area you want to decorate. Most napkins have multiple layers, so carefully separate and remove the extra layers, keeping the printed top layer. Use a sponge or a brush, sometimes I even use my fingers, and apply a generous layer of the Mod Podge onto the furniture surface. Carefully place your napkin over the Mod Podge and gently press it down, smoothing out any wrinkles. Sometimes I like wrinkles because they can add a little bit of character, so it's up to you if you want all of them out or if you want to have some wrinkles. Once in place, apply another layer of Mod Podge on top of the napkin to seal it. At this point, it's going to look like it's wet and it's not blended well, but just give it time. Once it dries completely, this can take a couple hours, so be patient. So once the Mod Podge is dry, take a bit of acrylic paint and lightly blend around the edges of the napkin to make it look more seamless. This step is optional, but it helps to give it a polished look. That's it. With just a few simple steps, it's really easy and you've completely transformed your furniture with a beautiful napkin transfer.
Today I'm going to be giving this old dressing table a spring makeover, and I'm going to be using 3 shades of Milk Paint by Fusion, 3 blue shades, and then I'm going to show you how to use some wall decor decals on them. So we're going to get started, and I'm going to start with the darkest first and then move up, and I'm just going to cover this whole dressing table with these blue paints. And I'm not even switching my paintbrush between them, I'm just moving on to the next color, getting lighter as I go up. I want this to mimic the spring sky. You can see I'm not even going to take the drawers out because I really want to see what the finished look is going to look like since I'm going to be blending colors. Now that my first coat of paint is dry, I've gone ahead and started sanding my piece. When you're using wall decals on furniture, you want to make sure that it's nice and smooth for the best adhesion. Once I have it nice and smooth, I'll be ready to put on my final coat of paint. Now that my paint is finished and sanded, I'm ready to start putting on my spring decals. So I made sure this is nice and smooth. And the nice thing about these wall decals is that you can cut them apart however you'd like them. So I've gone ahead and cut out a piece that I'd like to use of the decal right here. And I know I want my bird whole here, so I'm going to kind of plan around where the bird is going to go to place that. So I've cut it out, and then all you need to do is peel your decal. So I'm just going to give this a little slit right here so I can put that piece on after. And I'm going to start with this beautiful bird piece right here. So you can see I've got this, and I want to make sure my bird is whole right here. So I'm gonna stick that on. Make sure it's where I like it. And then most decals will come with a little card like this that you use to put it in place. And if you don't have one of these, you can definitely use like an old points card or credit card, something like that. And I'm just gonna make sure that I get it into all of these little spots here. And then I just wanna smooth it out as much as possible so that it sticks to the paint underneath. Now that my bird piece is on here, I'm gonna take my straight edge and I'm just gonna run it right between the drawers to slice this decal right in half here to give it, to slice it at the drawer edge. So I'm just gonna run this along, just holding that top one in place. And that's how you can get a beautiful seamless look to your pattern here. So I've got that straight across. I'm just gonna make sure it went all the way this way. The best thing about these decals is that they're meant to be taken off if you don't like it or you want to change it, or if you decide you want to change up your piece later, you can pull this off and change it up. If you want to make sure that this is stuck in place and you want to keep it like this for years to come, go ahead and put a water-based sealer on top of your whole piece and that'll seal it up nicely and it will never come off on you. Now that I've got this section done, I'm going to go ahead and take all of these leftover little branches from the kit and I'm going to start layering them in around my piece here. I'll be back in a few minutes to show you what it looks like. This vintage dressing table was given a complete makeover and it's ready for spring. With just a little milk paint and some wall decals, it was easy to transform and has been brought back to life.
This little chest of drawers is crying out for a makeover. I've drawn a line straight down the middle of the drawers and I'm going to use a red and a blue paint. The first thing I do is paint all down one side with the blue paint and then repeat the process on the other side with the red paint. Don't worry too much about brush strokes or having an even finish at this point. When the first colour has dried, I then take the other colour and paint on top of it. Then take your spray bottle and spritz over the wet paint and then set a timer for 3 minutes. When the time is up, we have to start removing the water now, and I use a toilet roll. So I found actually the best way to do it is to just dab with the toilet paper. If you find it's drying too fast, depending on your working conditions, of course, spritz it again and you'll find that you'll be able to lift off the paint quite quickly this time because it's already damp. Now I'm moving on to the top of the dresser and I've split the top in half, painted one blue, one red, and now I'm putting on my second layer of paint. While the paint is still wet, I spritz it again with the water. After 3 minutes, I use the paper again and start removing the droplets of water. Now all my drawers are done and dry, and I'm taking a stencil and some modelling paste and applying it to the stencil. I finished off the dresser by doing the stencil again on the top, but I didn't do it raised on the top. Added the hardware, very sparkly, and here it is. I hope you enjoyed this and you're inspired to have a go at this crazy technique. Use different colours, it's really fun.